Very emotional, melodramatic. I bought over 445s on eBay. Now I'm going through them, cleaning each one, and looking for lost gems. And the next one is by Tony Bruno. It appears that the A-side is Small Town Bring Down, and the B-side is Helaina or Helaina. Sounds like something in Hawaii. I bought a house in Helaina. Anyway, this is, it's got a cool green label, but it's on Buddah Records. I don't know about Buddah Records or Tony Bruno. Sounds like that Bruce Willis album, The Return of Bruno. Anyway, it's on Buddah Records, which I don't know. For some reason, my brain tells me that Buddah Records was like a bubblegum label in the late 60s. So maybe this is bubblegum music. It also mentions Kama Sutra, which was definitely a bubblegum music label. Not a big fan of bubblegum music, but sometimes the B-sides especially were really awesome. And sometimes they signed actual bands, like the Lemon Pipers. Anyway, I don't have high hopes for this. Tony Bruno, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the Bruce Willis influence in my brain, but it doesn't sound very good. He wrote the B-side, Helaina. Somebody else wrote Small Town Bring Down, so I assume they hope this was a hit. It apparently was the 7th record ever on Buddah Records. I believe this might just be some kind of dull, orchestrated pop, to say arranged and conducted by somebody. So, something like, you know, I'm not into like Neil Diamond or something like that. So let's check it out. Small Town Bring Down. Exactly what I said. Hey, I like that guitar there. Good voice. Very emotional, melodramatic. Everybody! Wow. Bombastic. Interesting mix of like this bombastic orchestra stuff and like guitar and bass and stuff, like a rock band. My hell. Ooh. The roots of Eddie Vedder. Hello. Ooh. I like his emotionalizing, emoting. Like a James Bond movie theme with no form, without the hip gentleman spy aspect. All the bombast, none of the focus. Gracious. All right, let's check out what? Helaina. The gentle side of Bruce Willis. Right. Tony Bruno. Helaina. Ooh, smooth. Helaina. Ooh, this is like early 60s somber, slumber music, I mean. Oh man, I want to see what this guy looks like. This is really a distinctive voice. It really gets an image in your head. Whoa, whoa. Wow, what a voice. I can't even copy it. Shh. Wow, it's smooth. This is not my kind of music, but I'm kind of digging this. Yeah, not really much of a song. It's kind of formless like the A-side, although different person wrote it. Ooh, I like that. Helaina. It's got a really, really rich voice. Really weird tone in it. Golly, well, it's not bubblegum music. I don't know what it is. It's just like 60s bombastic crooner pop, but this Tony Bruno's voice, what a voice. The songs are not much. Helaina, I would say, kind of works for his voice. I have to go figure out more about Tony Bruno. What did he look like and what was his career like? Is there more than this one record? As it turns out, Tony Bruno looks exactly like you'd want him to look. This is his first album from 1967, The Beauty of Bruno, which featured both the songs on this 45. This was his second 45. However, there are records as far back as 1960 listing Tony Bruno as a songwriter. Bruno released a few albums and around 1972 put out an unsettlingly violent X-rated novelty single called Stickball under the name P. Vert. He did the soundtrack to a movie called The Last Porno Flick, aka Those Mad Mad Movie Makers, in 1974, as well as other soundtrack work for the seamier side of cinema. He seems to have dropped out of the music business sometime in the 70s. Tony was apparently quite a character. Of course he was, you can hear it in his voice. Buddah Records, incidentally, did not just bubblegum music, but several styles, from Gladys Knight and the Pips to Captain Beefheart. Tony Bruno's single does indeed seem to have been the 7th ever on Buddah. And no, Bruce Willis's nickname Bruno apparently has nothing to do with Tony Bruno. Why would it? Just wishful thinking on my part. Oh, I need you, Helaina. It apparently was the 7th record ever on Buddah Records. That's quite a thing to yeah, no,